I'm worried about the water. Had to switch it up on him.
Nah, we can't be switching up on us like that.
Hanging.
Stino, what's going on, brother?
Up,
you
up,
talk
man?
about our water. We gotta have our water now.
Trying to be more happy because last podcast I looked at it. I was being very violent.
Man,
or talking violent.
Well, I'm glad we got the wherewithal to be able to look back at ourselves and be like, you know what, God, it was a little bit on the cranky side.
Yeah.
Oh, some Topo Chico throwbacks. Okay. Yes, sir.
I just realized that. I mean.
Oh, okay.
If my spidey senses go off with somebody, I need that money up front. I dealt with the landlord on Friday, and I told him, I need the money up front. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're more than welcome to shop. It's nothing personal. So.
You said more than welcome to what?
To shop around. So I gave him a price and said that is the price. I guess that's a Fat Joe quote.
Hell yeah.
The price is the price.
Well, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Or whatever that is.
Yeah. It's something I got to make.
I don't really like quoting Fat Joe because he's like a walking.
Yes. Trust me, but that one right there.
Oh,
yes,
damn.
I know.
Live TV, baby.
I know. I was looking. My face is. You gonna be able to see my face later on when y'all see this. Then like, oh shit, because I caught me off guard too. I thought it was the regular water.
Yeah.
We back in the building. Episode 27.
Topo Chico.
It ain't gonna be called Topo Chico. But
no, I know. I was saying that.
Episode 27, y'all. What's going on at the Ron and Austino's podcast? Man.
Jesus.
Oh shit. But
this is bad.
Nah. Man, how was your week, bro?
It's cool, man. I've been working. I'm working.
A little better?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been better. People treating me. I got some jobs floating around.
Like I said, we can't be having, like we said, the angry Austino showing through all the
future
time.
Serial killer.
Exactly. No, we can't be having that. So we need a little more chill, calm, cool.
Yeah, I do. But everybody has those days where life gets frustrating. And then
hell yeah, boy. Who you telling me? I ain't gonna lie.
I just realized
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna be more direct with people. So if those spidey senses go off with you, I'm gonna let you know I'm not feeling you, or I'm not feeling this. I need the money up front, and this is the price. There's no negotiation. I'm not out here. You don't go to Target trying to negotiate. You don't go to a dealership. Your dealership's not gonna show you any love. So, so the price is the price. I don't get paid to come up with these prices. I get paid to deliver a message, and that is what it is, and that's my scope of work. So I've been very, very straightforward with people, even at work, outside, personal life, everything. So I think being straight up with people, and then when you're straight up with some people, you can also read like how fake people can be,
Boy, that leads me into like how my week. This week has been an interesting week for me. I done like really well.
Just want to add something to that.
Go ahead.
Just ain't no loyalty in this world anymore, man.
Apparently they ain't much.
That too. I've gotten a whole bunch of jobs. People talking. But when we ready to call and meet up, I hear crickets.
Apparently,
so you're just gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
Sometimes
you gotta move on from the wishy-washy.
I think for me, being so young, so new, and still like in my rookie year of being a barber and everything, I look at people, I'm like, dang, all right, I've been cutting this dude since I first got here, like a year and a half now, so a little bit over a year. And I'm like, man, we locked in like this, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm looking at things, And maybe that's me putting a little extra faith in people and stuff like that. But man, when you get up in here, and even when you're cutting and giving a good product, people got your number, they call you, contact you. Don't miss a day. Don't miss a day at the shop, man. I'm telling you, if you miss a day at the shop, things can change between you and that person. It's a thing. I've seen it personally now. And we're going to have to take a personal break. We back in the building.
The compressor break.
Yeah, you know,
For 5
every once in a while we give y'all a compressor break.
That was a warm-up shot.
But nah, man, dog, I've been cutting you. You cut certain people my whole time I've been here. A year and a half, a year and some change now, bro. And people switch up on me. And I don't know if I don't know if that's like a thing in the barber industry that I gotta mentally prepare myself for. But it's like, yo, you got my number. You know my schedule. You know I'm available these days during this time. Let me know if you're trying to go to see one of the other barbers in the shop and whatnot. If you want to see one of the other barbers in the shop, cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But give me the decency. Don't have me come from behind my client that I'm cutting at the moment. Don't have me come from behind my client that I'm cutting at the moment, and I go to dap you up and tell you, oh, yeah, what's good with you, bro? And everyone knows, like, what's good with you, bro? Hey, don't worry, give me 10 minutes and I'll get you. Oh, and then you tell me, oh, I'm going over to such and such. What? Uh-huh. Oh, okay, that's what we're doing. For me, I don't know. Me personally, I'm that guy.
Well, that's what happens. That comes with the territory of working with the general public. Because I think, just people switch up, and that's just how people are. I mean, you're not friends with the same people that you are from high school. You guys ain't meeting up.
Yeah.
Yeah? When was the last time you talked to your high school friends?
No, I was agreeing with saying, you're right.
That's just how it goes.
I mean, I'm always cordial and, with them, but like, I'm one of them dudes, I'm like, bro, I don't know if there was a disconnect or something like that, cause it done happened to me too, technically 3 times. One of them, I didn't even care. I didn't even care. I don't care. I didn't care. But the 2, I was like, dang, I thought we was cooler than that. I had cut one dude for about a year and some change, and the other one was about maybe 9 months, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yo, what's up, man? You know what I mean? I reach out and I text you, and I'm like, I'm like, yo, is you good? Because I haven't seen it. It'd be like, yo, this guy's a weekly person. It's a weekly person. Then you leave and go on vacation one time, and then all of a sudden, they don't come out. Now, granted, that was my fault because I didn't reach out and let them know, like, hey, I ain't going to be in, yada, yada. If you want to come in early or come in after I get back. You know what I'm saying? So that part is mine. But if I reach out to you.
I think you should just move on.
No, I agree. And I'm down with moving on.
I say the most professional way, fuck them. That's what I was saying. Just keep it moving, and then that's
honestly,
what it is.
that's kind of my mindset.
And then it just make things better.
Honestly, that's my mindset. But I'm like one of them things. If I reach out to you, at least respond back to my text, bro. I'm one of them ones like, yo, if I'm reaching out, respond back to my text. I thought something was wrong with the brother because he come in every single week, and then the next week I see him like whatchamacallit, 4 weeks go by. And he getting cut. I dap him up. He getting cut by somebody else. And then just the other day it was something similar. And I'm like, damn. Okay, so there ain't no real loyalty. It got me even questioning some of my other ones. And now it's got me wondering, like, how do you really sustain a clientele for potentially going out on your own if all it takes is, another barber, especially, to be able to up and
That's why I think being a mobile barber is better, because those are that means they trust you to be in their house, and a lot of people just not gonna let anybody in your house. Just like when I go in someone's house, we have a certain rapport with them, and they know that that I'm a good dude, or I'm not gonna try them, or I'm not gonna price gouge them. So maybe to get away from those wishy-washy, maybe to focus on the mobile barber aspect of that.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying on that note. But for me, I ain't gonna lie. Cutting
you can do that on the side though, right?
Yeah. Cutting in this environment, multiple lights everywhere, big old white room or light gray rooms, light reflects off the walls easily, sunlight all the way, big ass windows and stuff like that. Everyone has a headlight and multiple lights. It's so much easier to cut. You're gonna get a much better cut. You're in a swivel chair, big old swivel chair and stuff like that. When you go to somebody's house, bro, you cutting in kitchens, bathrooms, the whatchamacallit table. There ain't no swivel chair. You gotta walk around. Either they gotta turn around, kids running around the house, pets running around the house. Hey, look, the dog is barking and shit like that. So in that type of aspect, I get your mindset, and usually that's why you charge more. Because now I'm coming out, but the quality, because I've cut hair in my mama's kitchen and my bathrooms and stuff like that. Hell of it.
Yeah, but
I didn't cut you in my bathroom, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you know what I'm saying then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get it. I get your thought process behind it. So
You're just not dealing with the wishy-washy.
That part.
If someone's gonna let you in their
part.
house, that means they ain't going nowhere.
Or like,
you
or
are
vice
the
versa.
guy.
If you come to me,
Just like if I go to someone's house
I think
outside
that's
of
one
work,
thing- I
that
think that's
means
one thing
I
I'm gonna start
am
getting
the
into.
guy.
I think that is one thing. I think I was talking about that with one of the girls right next to
It's
me.
very personable when you go to someone's house.
Yeah, I think I
that-
was
in
gonna
that,
like
you
set up not the backyard, but the back porch, and just try to get a decent client. Just try and build a clientele for specifically that area too, because that's when for one, you ain't got nobody else to even compare. So I'm not gonna have wandering eyes that's maybe sitting in my chair potentially. So you're coming to see me, and that's what you're getting. You're getting my work, and you're getting my service. You're getting my personality. You're getting my tutelage on what you do to your hair and things like that. So I think that's one thing I'm gonna try. Because my girl, she thought she bought me. She set me up a little bit like that, but I think now.
What are you talking about? Petting people at your house?
Yeah. Just setting up the patio, to potentially go ahead and do that, and just have a clientele over there, and then still keep these guys over here, keep the ones that I'm cutting over here and stuff like that, just so I can get practice for when I do transition and get ready.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For my own studio and things like that. And so that's one thing. But yeah, that's how my week, man. I was really sitting back thinking about that. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's so yeah. But yeah, things like that are going to happen, I guess. But you got to be able to say what you gonna do. You gonna say fuck it, or go on to the next one. You lose one, you gain two. So that's my mindset right now, kind of thinking and everything. And then I got to think, maybe everything don't always
On a
last.
positive note, you could just look at it as a learning experience. And just.
I was speaking to somebody, and they were saying, like, at least you have the opportunity to be able to say, like, you blessed their hair. You gave them the dope, you showcased your work. Because, that's what barbering is. We walk in billboards. So you was able to showcase your work to somebody for a year and a half or a year and some change, 9 months, 8 months, whatever.
Yeah. Just like they can replace a barber, you can replace them. So it goes both ways. You can keep it moving.
Sound like another dude that we both know.
Ooh.
That we both know.
What are you talking about?
I can't say it on camera, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I don't mind replacing him. Because, man.
That's why I don't sweat people. That's why, any of my customers, they call me. I don't harass people. I don't do any of that stuff. And maybe I could go in a little savage mode, but it's just
You-
I don't know. I got morals and I'm just not that guy. And I think that's why people feel so comfortable around me in that aspect is because they know it's gonna be a chill negotiation and they know I'm gonna be fair. Now there are those people that just you know what's
Yeah.
the cheapest you can be. Those I don't even want to associate with those people.
I'm
Yeah,
usually the
just
same
get the
way.
fuck away from me. That you're out. My bad. I wasn't trying to be aggressive, but
I still
Hey,
got plumbing guys that hit
keep
me
it moving.
for stuff like that. You know, I still got
send them
plumbing.
to me. Damn it.
Oh, I do. Anytime they, I mean, they don't hit me like that all the time, but maybe I get one a year, and I always send them to you. I'm like, well, I don't do that no more, but I got a guy that can.
The people, I just want to know. I've sent him a lot of barbering customers. Not like that, but I've sent him some people.
Oh yeah. Nah, trust me, I hook my boy up. Whenever they call me,
He did pay his bet though. He did pay his bet. So he did admit he was wrong. And I gave him $10
I
for
did,
mercy.
but it
For
was
mercy.
y'all go back and see it. It look like what? Like where did y'all get to the topic? But
Yeah.
man. But
But I pointed out where I said, hey, Kevin Hart's first movie was with Ben Siegel. So yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's just a little $20 bet. I won. No big deal.
that's another thing. Pay your dues.
Yeah.
As a man, you make a bet.
Because I was going to get a new barber. He didn't pay. No, I'm joking.
No, he wasn't. He know better. As a man, pay your dues. You make a bet. If you man enough to look somebody in their eyes and say, yo, I bet you such and such dollars. Or I bet you such and such, whatever it is. Like, I don't need no, I'm not one of the contract guys. Like, yo, I'm a fucking man. If you look me in my eyes, you dap me up and be like, yo, I bet you this. If I'm wrong, or if I lose or something like that, I'm gonna pay whatever it is. And I expect the same back in return. That go for you. Young kids, the older cats, everybody. I'm just a man, like, you know what I mean? You make a bet, be man enough to stand by it, whether you win, lose, or draw. That's one of them things for me. And one of them things for me is like, if I make this bet, it's because I can potentially lose it. But I'm going to go out there and do whatever the fuck I got to do to make sure I get to win
What'd
it.
you bet when you were racing that kid?
Huh?
When you were racing the kid? What'd you bet?
What was it? It was, we was going to buy each other. Either we had to sweep our areas for the week.
Yeah.
And then also, was it buy each other like a $15 or a $20 off the supply truck? Something between up to $20 on the supply truck. He left before he could get his last piece of thing. His last piece. So I was like, hey, listen.
Oh, he's not here anymore?
Null and void. Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He out doing his own thing right now.
Oh.
It's still love between me and Yandy, but that's still a little bro. So, but yeah, that shit's null and void now. But yeah, so pay your dues. Make the bet, man up.
Yeah.
Speaking of paying dues, who's paying these damn dues for the $300 million?
Oh, the ballroom?
Yeah, your ballroom, your man's with the ballroom, man.
You know what's crazy, man, is that all these corporations that are donating, I'm actually gonna have to fact check this one because I can't.
What the corporation is downloading, donating.
Tell me if you don't think there's something shady about this.
It's always something shady. So yeah.
Oh, here.
I definitely think whatever you're about to say. I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm pretty sure it's something shady.
I mean, a lot of these companies, you're not going to be surprised. Amazon.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Apple.
Mark.
Caterpillar,
I don't even know that.
Hard Rock International. They're a casino.
Yeah.
In the casino business.
Yeah, of course.
And
Gambling.
restaurants, I guess.
Yeah.
Google, not surprised. Lockheed Martin. Meta Platform, some AI stuff.
And Meta.
Microtechnology, Microsoft. So all these people, Ripple, that's like a T-Mobile. T-Mobile came up. I remember when Sprint was the thing, and now T-Mobile.
Yes.
Union Pacific Railroad, they got money. Tether America. HP Inc.
Hewlett Packard.
Yeah. Oh, I already said Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You did.
My riff with that, it's not necessarily the ballroom. A lot of those towns are in like San Francisco or Austin, Texas,
Silicon
or
Valley,
Houston, or I even see it.
Cities and
I
stuff
even
like
see
that.
it in Brevard County, where I work, in Cocoa Beach in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And there's people out there hurting. So how come they can't spend that $300 million? Not that they owe anybody anything, but this is the problem with capitalism and corporations. And now I sound like a communist, but I don't care. Is that they don't do anything for the outside communities. There's people in Amazon warehouse where I saw a picture where they got people living in tents in Mexico, and they got this $1 billion damn warehouse, and they're not doing nothing for anybody, and it's just that, like, we need to stop as a society. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Is stop worshiping these corporations, these CEOs. They don't give two F's about you. They don't care if you blow your brains out. They don't care about anything about your problems. They don't care about you losing touch with your kids. They do not care. So we need to build a community together with people like us. And this is the problem working with big companies, I've noticed too, is that all these people that wear suits aren't in tune with the people that are in the trenches. So that's my whole riff with the whole ballroom is like, oh, you can get all this money together for a ballroom, but we can't get the trash or the mentally ill people off the street, or we can't educate people. And God bless these people. I'm not trying to talk too much about it, but this dude had 8 kids, bro. And I'm just like, a customer I went to,
okay.
It was actually not technically a customer, it was a tenant for a landlord situation.
Right.
But I saw
Landlord
all those kids, I was like, 8 kids. And I'm just like, I'm like, I was like, I don't know, man. And I mean, we just need to like build our communities up, and then all this it's like the corporations just don't care. They just make money off misery. They're always trying to, rehab, go to rehab. But they don't have any counselors after rehab. Those rehabs are like $40,000-$50,000.
I was just about
and
to
they
say,
don't.
how am I supposed to afford rehab? How can I afford to go to therapy?
Yeah, exactly.
How can I when
But I'm
therapy
saying
is
it's a money
$300
pit. It's a money
an hour
pit.
and
It's a
shit
money
like
pit.
that?
Yeah, but then you got the people.
Rehab
They
is
use
such
the
and such.
insurance. They got the loopholes. I mean that's the problem. Is that with capitalism, and I'm all for working hard and taking the leap of faith and the American dream, but the system's rigged. You're competing with people that can just buy you out, buy the competition out, and basically like take over. So it's not even like you and I getting a fair fight. And it's just like, I just want to say fuck billionaires, fuck them all, and we all those people should be disgusted with themselves for donating to that ballroom. Why not donate to the fucking sex victims of the Epstein files? I guess they're gonna vote on it next week, but I'm just sick of it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of watching the news. I'm sick of all these politicians lying. I'm sick of these, like, whoever that Rubio was in prison, now he's out of prison. He was in a sponge bath with, he's not gay, he is gay. Who gives a fuck about any of these people? But it's just like, if you look at these politicians, they're just like, just sorry human beings.
No, so
and I
what
know
it
there's
is-
some good ones and some bad ones, but I just don't have faith in this government right now, or just in the world and how the society is going right now.
So what it is us as a people, we can't. We're accepting what they give us. We're accepting it. Most of us are accepting it.
yeah.
That's what EBT and shit is. That's what whatchamacallit, that's what these little stimulus, these $2,000 stimulus checks is gonna be now. Cause as soon as we get them $2,000 stimulus check, they think, oh now, all right, oh man,
It's
look,
just gonna go
Daddy Trump, he came through to save us and stuff
it's
like
gonna
that.
go
He
to-
coming through to saving.
It's gonna go
I
to
don't give two
Amazon.
flying fucks.
It's gonna go to these corporations.
Because where's that? That money is going to. That's the money that we already paid for these damn tariffs. They're giving it back to us.
But my thing is, how come those corporations can't get together? And why don't we can't donate to a foster home or like
They don't care,
Yeah,
Austin.
no, yeah, I know that, But
they
I'm
don't
just
give
trying
a
to make
shit.
a point.
Of course.
Yeah, my point is that they can get all these funds to get this ballroom, but they can't fix out the things that are going on right now
Because it does nothing for them.
Exactly.
It does
So
nothing for
that's
them.
why I'm
It does
saying,
nothing for
like,
their
what I'm
company.
saying is that like we need to accept and we need to like start our own communities. Or
But that's the thing.
But
That's the thing. If we're going to accept, if we're just accepting what they give us, that means we're cool with it. We're cool with it. And they're cool with giving us whatever the scraps off the little table that they give us. If they don't give a shit, then that's what we get.
I ain't cool with it.
Of course, I ain't neither.
That's why I didn't even vote.
Me neither. I haven't voted since the first Barack Obama. Since '08. Because I don't give a damn about none of them, what they talking about. Because it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all a bunch of damn lies. It's all a bunch of lies. Once you grow up and realize the shit that they telling you, look, even the damn Republicans is talking about, oh, I didn't know Trump was going to do all this and all this other stuff, and now they sitting there crying. Man, I knew that. You should have been watching our podcast through, no, we wasn't filming then. But anyway.
A month after you got in office.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no. You gotta open your mind. Do some research because these people don't give a shit about none of us. Presidents, politicians, they're the top 1% of the fucking world. The other 99% of us, it does nothing for them.
I took home ec though. One thing I will say about the ballroom, this is a random fact, is that is the dinner at the White House. My home ec teacher taught me this in 6th grade. That's the most prestige dinner that you can go to. Like that's like the highest. You got the highest chefs, the highest like people with the I mean, anybody that in the White House
the
has
Met Gala of the chef.
Yeah.
The Met Gala of the chef world and shit like that.
Yeah, so
Big
I mean, I don't
That's
care.
great for up and coming chefs that's about to get what's them Michelin stars.
Yeah.
So they can promote their next whatchamacallit and say like, hey, I done made it to the presidential ballroom. Now I can get me a Michelin star and put that on the doorknob and say, hey, look, I was in the presidential star in 2020, 2025. Cooked for Daddy Trump. So, but nah, man, it's one of them things. It's like, yo, the 1% of the world, they're trying to stay there. They ain't trying to drop under that. They ain't trying to get up under that. Because the other 99%, we're all just middle class and poor people. That does nothing for them. Our communities, nothing for them. If it ain't just like I was telling you earlier.
They even exploit you in that. They even exploit you in that aspect too, because they'll feed you with the junk food.
Yeah.
They know the junk food's gonna get you sick. They know you're gonna get diabetes. Like no one even preaches like eating healthy and like how bad soda really is for you. How bad bread can be for you unless it's like the right flour, and like people don't talk about that stuff. And then like
because
sugar, I didn't realize like
that's going against what
we
they're
really when
trying
I
to
was a kid they didn't really
push
yeah, but they didn't really educate us on like, you know, like how bad soda is, how bad sugar is, or like how bad like eating too much bread or eating processed food. Yeah. I mean, that is one thing I do appreciate about too. Yeah, that's what I do appreciate about it. Is that, you know, like the information of being healthy is a lot more accessible than it was 20 years ago. But people, I mean, people wonder why they're always going to the hospital. It's because what you put it in your mouth. And people, you know, it's okay to eat, but you can't eat. You can't eat a fucking big gulp and a fucking big bite or whatever. I haven't even had a hot dog in fucking 6, 7, 8 years or something like that. But like, you can't eat that stuff every day. Dude, there's people I see at 7-Eleven getting those 40-ounce sodas, bro, like the big gulps, like this big.
A buddy of mine, he just had a heart attack at 34.
Yeah.
Just had a heart attack a couple of days
food.
ago.
I guarantee it's because of what the food he eats.
Stressing and food.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, bro,
I really don't think.
Then he back at work and all this other stuff, and back, you know, still messing with old, you know, shorty and everything that's stressing him the fuck out. And I'm like, bro, is your lifespan long worth your money being is your money short? Whatever. Are you willing to put money over your lifespan, bro? Because you trying to make $1 so you can, you know, do what you got to do. But bro, you ain't gonna make it to be able to do what you got to do.
I also think people eat food is an addiction. It is.
That is true.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, I definitely have the sweet tooth.
That is true.
That's why I know I can't have that stuff in my my place. But you can eat the stuff. You just can't eat it every day. And then you gotta also stay active.
Oh yeah. You gotta be active. Like you said, you can eat in moderations and stuff like that. There's ways to get stuff that even, and some people will tell you like,
let me bring something else up.
Hold on. And some people would be like, oh, but I like the way it tastes, and I don't want to have to conform to something that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So would you rather eat this big ass plate of food or lose a leg to diabetes in 10 years? Because you want to eat, you don't want to change your diet. You don't want to exercise, things like that. Would you rather do that or lose, you know?
This is like when Donald Trump, that's what I was going to say. When Donald Trump says he's healthy, he's not. There's a reason why he brings his pants, he's bringing his pants right by the belly button. He's trying to hide that stomach. But the thing is, just because you say that, just like Bruce Lee said, the reality is the truth. The reality of the truth is that Donald Trump isn't healthy. But just because you say you're healthy, reality will tell you, and then, it all play itself out. And, you want to eat nasty food, and you want to eat. I really don't think you're supposed to be eating 3 meals a day.
No, you're not. I've actually found that it was back in the early back in the 20s. I believe it was somewhere in the 20s. I saw something, and I saw a statistic where it said they only had it where you was eating twice a day.
Yeah.
You eat breakfast is always your first one, and then you have like a lunch, brunch, or no, you have like a dinner.
And think about it, people were way more active.
Exactly. But then going around towards the whatchamacallit, they started saying like, oh yeah, well guess what? Now we can add lunch in. And what's that's doing? That's adding a third meal. So now you're getting a whole nother meal. You're getting more calories and more added into your body that you technically wasn't even supposed to in the beginning. That you wasn't even supposed to get in the beginning. And you was living comfortably and you was living fine. But now that our bodies are adjusted to that, or mostly adjusted to that, because you can adjust your body not to. All you have to do is don't eat it. Because you don't necessarily need that.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need that in order to live a healthier lifestyle.
You'd be surprised if you just ate fruit and meat, how good you feel after a week. No bread, just water. Even milk. I mean, some people will have some problems with drinking milk and chocolate milk, but I mean, obviously you can abuse it, but you know, it's better than drinking damn soda. I'll tell you that.
But see, those
Juice
type
is
of
bad too because a lot of the juice is corn
the juice
syrup.
ain't nothing but syrup.
It's
They ain't
corn
nothing but
syrup.
sugar. They ain't nothing
That's
but
not
sugar.
even real sugar.
Dog, that's how I went and got the damn 285 pounds. Every fucking day we was knocking down juice.
What kind of juice?
Minute Maid. You already know. They ain't nothing but juice.
Orange
they ain't
juice?
Nothing but no, it wasn't no orange juice. We was drinking like the cherry limeades, the fruit punches.
Yeah, that's definitely
all
syrup.
the sugary the sugar ones.
Orange juice is
grape.
not that,
No,
it's not that bad. But
that's
natural
not.
orange juice. But
Yeah,
that corn syrup is so bad.
We were drinking all that. That's why me and the family had got so big a couple of years ago, and we had to switch that up. You know.
You used to eat a lot of fast food too.
That too. I mean, we sitting at that. So along with juice,
it'd be up almost to the chair from the floor. I mean, like this much of fast food right here.
That too. So it's like
I talked to Ron on the phone. I said, "You need to stop eating that poison." Remember when I used to say that?
Sure enough.
When I lost all that weight, I said, "You gotta stop eating that poison."
You sure did.
I said, "Stop."
Like I said,
stop doing that.
It wasn't until I looked on the scale and seen 285, and I was like,
you saw the Hawaiian trip.
I was like, oh yeah, the Hawaiian trip.
Did you take your shirt off on the beach?
I don't believe I did, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't believe I took my shirt off on that cruise. I think I made sure I wore like a tank top everywhere I went.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was bad. Because at one point I had me.
And there ain't nothing wrong with being a little big. I know. I played baseball with a lot of athletic big dudes. Like, you know.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, look at Babe
I'm not
Ruth.
used to that.
He was a chubby ass fucking athletic dude.
Yeah.
So just because you're a little chubby doesn't mean you're not athletic. I'm not saying that. Obese and being a little chunky is two different things.
Sure enough. Because, like you said, there's dudes my size.
It's hard to look like a shredded action figure, and a lot of those actors are on steroids.
And that's what changed my mindset. Because when I got on the scale that day, that wherever it was at in my life, it said 285, and I sat there and I thought about it.
I might as well hit 300.
And that, fuck no. And I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Damn, Aaron Donald from the damn Rams, he's literally the same height as me and the same weight. This motherfucker is a defensive end, defensive tackle, whatever he plays on the defensive line. And I was like, same height, same weight, but every body build, everything looks completely different. I was like, nope, I got to change this. That was one of the main things
UFC,
that told me.
If you were to fight heavyweight in UFC, you would have had to cut to 250.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Easy, right then there.
There's not even a weight class in the UFC for 285.
Little shit like that. Little things like that. Like I said, I was getting worried about taking my shirt off and stuff like that. Things like that. I was starting to get self-conscious, even in that. Yeah, I was insecure like a motherfucker, boy. My face was swole up and everything, bro. You know, that's why I had to get down.
One time I was so big, I was wearing 36, 32s. Not length, waist.
Yeah, waist.
I couldn't even button the button. So I would have to yeah.
Oh, I know.
And then I was on my last belt, last whole belt, and I was just like, God damn.
I used to tell y'all, like, at the shop, like, when I was over at Ace, like, I was 250 and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was popping buttons on my pants.
Yeah.
I was literally popping the buttons on my pants because I was like...
That's why some of those clothes that I have now are just
I was just wearing
I feel like a different person. Like, I was like, I can't believe I used to wear that. But, yeah.
I still got, like, a bunch of clothes I'm still trying to get into.
There were some shorts where I could barely zip up the shorts.
Yeah, I remember them days. That's why I'm like, and yeah, like I said, this year it was a little bit off a year. Because
I
when
remember I was on a
that,
date. This woman said, she was like, "Oh, I showed her my before picture, like before I lost all the weight," and then she was like, "No, I like that, Austin." I said, "No, you don't." But sometimes women will trap you in that aspect. They'll be like, "Nah,
Yeah.
we'll keep you nice and fat because you ain't going nowhere."
That
and they
too.
say you get fat when you're in a relationship because you're comfortable and you don't feel
That-
like you got to put on an image anymore.
Yep. I will say that's a thing. That is a real thing.
Yeah.
Cause even me and Nia's situation, we did get comfortable like around each other and stuff like that. Cause before I met Nia,
Are you getting the
I was
12-piece
too
Popeyes?
I was two before I met Nia. I was like maybe 210. Maybe 210. I fluctuated between like maybe 205 and about 210. And shit, I was walking around shirtless. I would jog up to the gym shirtless, jog back in the pool of sweat. You know what I mean? I was outside. I got pictures of myself with my shirt off and you know what I mean? Like Zad body, you know, whatever. Cause I felt that was my most confident I felt. You know, not saying like nothing's wrong with it, but yeah, you get comfortable. We get comfortable with each other. It's like this is the girl that I want to be with and stuff like that. This is my baby, you know. So why not? You know, just take off the gas a little bit, pull off the gas a little bit.
What were you guys eating? Like pizza every day, or like
No, it wasn't pizza, but like I said, it was more like,
What's your go-to like if you had to have a cheat day, like what would you eat? Yeah,
Chinese food.
Oh yeah, I love the Chinese food.
But
I did a service call in Chinese for a Chinese
I just
restaurant.
had some Chinese food earlier today.
It's not bad.
Yeah, Chinese food is not that bad.
But the thing that kind of like broke my
And
heart
only
when
half.
I went behind a Chinese
Big ass
restaurant. And fuck all those restaurants that do service calls and you don't offer me any meals. Fuck
Hell yeah, I used to.
all you
Oh my god,
motherfuckers.
yes,
Go to hell.
1,000%.
Next time
If
I
I'm
see
there
you,
for
I'm
5, 6
getting taxed.
hours, if I'm there 4, 5, 6
Yeah.
hours, please give me
There
a
was a
plate.
long restaurant owner. I didn't even expect it. He gave me, it was an Italian restaurant right there on Cocoa Beach.
Nice.
And,
He hooked you up?
oh yeah, he hooked me up and he gave me, like probably the best chicken Alfredo I ever had in a long ass time, bro. So yeah, it was a nice little Italian restaurant. And he literally said, you can order anything off the menu.
Woo.
And I just said, man, let me get some chicken Alfredo. Yeah. And
You can order anything off the menu, boy.
Yeah.
I would've been like-
no, he said it's steak, whatever. And
man,
he's a cool cat.
Yeah, that cat, he
He's
dope.
actually the same age as me. He's a cool dude. I'm supposed to put a water filter in for him. But I gotta get back to him on that. But
Get back.
But yeah.
If you know, you know.
So but back to the Chinese restaurant. Man, all that's like a TV dinner, man. All that sweet and sour. I'm thinking that these Chinese people fucking breading the chicken, man. They just fucking putting that shit in a fryer. I was like, I can do that. Is just, you know, a TV dinner basically. I mean, they cook the fried rice. I can cook fried rice. I can actually cook really good fried rice, but I try not to eat it too much nowadays just because it remembers when I was like really broke, when I was like, man, I was like, you know, when I got laid off and, you know, things were tight and I had that big thing of fried rice that would last me like 3 days. So like, you remember like those meals, like when you're broke, like
listen,
you just.
my Chinese food that I get, I cut it in half.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can cut it in threes.
But I'm saying like, you remember like when you were broke, like you know, like when you were struggling, like you don't want to eat that food anymore because you got bad memories from it. So yeah. But I'll still eat some Chinese
once
food.
in a while,
I like the fried rice and I just like mixing it up. But yeah, my go-to is the blueberries and chocolate, cocoa chocolate, 70% cocoa, and water, and you know, the burger with no bread. So that's like my go-to, and you know, I feel good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For me, I call it. Honestly, I do that just before I come to the podcast on Saturdays. Everybody know on Saturdays. That's just like I feel like
Chinese food.
Yeah, I feel like that's like my ritual now.
Yeah.
Like people know like, hey, I'm gonna leave early.
What do you think about Panda Express? Nah?
Hell no. Nah. I done got fucking, no. I need real Chinese food. Panda Expresses, I mean, it was cool back when I didn't have any other real Chinese places around. No, I got real Chinese food literally right across the street, with a little Venezuelan little mix to it. And that's like all hand taught. It's all literally cooked and everything. Nah, they know me up in there.
Nice.
And so, and like I said, it's been like a ritual for me.
Leave
like,
a nice tip.
Oh yeah.
No homo.
Yeah, yeah, pause.
Yeah.
But it's been kind of a ritual for me now.
Yeah.
Like, every Saturday I'll come before the pod. I'll go get me a nice little Chinese food. I'll split it, eat half of it, eat the next half tomorrow, Sunday, and that's 2 meals for one. And then now I'm ready to, I got my juices flowing, things like that. So, but yeah, no, man, it's one of the things like, them struggle meals sometimes will keep you humble too. You always gotta have it every once in a while.
You go to the grocery store and you can basically buy whatever that they're cooking and just fry it in a stove top. It's almost the same quality.
I got a wok too.
Yeah.
We got a wok.
Try it. What do you get? Orange chicken? Orange chicken's my thing.
No, I'll just do like it depends. It depends. Most of the time I'm just gonna do like some type of fried rice where it'll be like
beef or
it'll be like maybe just a fried rice or chicken or
sweet and sour. You don't like sweet and sour chicken?
I mean, I do. I just don't. Sometimes I don't feel like having all of that extra meat. Pause. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I just get like, all right, I'm just gonna do the fried rice. Yeah.
Pad Thai?
I only had Thai food one time in California, but it was mad good.
So you don't really have much of a selection out here in Kissimmee.
Yeah. Shit.
You don't like it? You don't like? I even like. It's expensive. I know why, but
What?
Jamaican food is expensive, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For your family, you're gonna drop like $70.
Oh man. Oh please. Oh yeah. I already know.
If you have all three of the boys here at one time,
stop, bro.
and
Stop.
oh, that's $100 right there.
Yeah. That's easy.
I get it, but
yeah.
The thing I think,
but
I think why it's so expensive, it takes a lot of time to cook all that stuff.
Yeah, to get it cooked the proper way. Like if you making oxtail, like you got to get that cooked properly. It's like
for Thanksgiving, I want to have some Peking duck. I was looking places up. I'm gonna get a Peking duck, where they barbecue the whole damn duck.
Oh, ain't that like a tough meat though? I never had duck.
I love duck.
It's got that pinkish, like real.
I'm not a big
tough
turkey
meat.
guy. I like duck over turkey.
I've never had duck, so I have no comment.
Yeah,
no comment.
Try it, Peking duck. Step out your comfort zone.
Wouldn't you give me? I don't know nobody that eat duck, but you now, I guess. Yeah. So you give me a little thing of duck.
At that Chinese restaurant, I bet they have Peking duck.
Nah, they definitely don't have duck on there.
There's actually a spot I do want to try.
Went down each and everything.
It's a Pakistani restaurant. Mm-hmm. I always see it by Romans. I always say I'm gonna get in there, go there. Maybe it's probably gonna have to be like 2 weeks from now because I'm off till Tuesday and then on Wednesday the next Friday. So maybe that weekend I will get a cut from you.
Okay. Oh well, yeah. Obviously you already know. Just hit me up. I know you ain't gonna switch up on me. We got a whole show together.
I'm gonna go to Barber College and start the podcast. Nah,
man, boy.
Sometimes not necessarily. I thought about going solo, but it does cross my mind just to get better at it, being on camera and talking in front of it.
See
that's actually. I think it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy for you and I to do it, but I feel more comfortable because
I know exactly.
Yeah, no homo. You're a good dance partner.
I 1,000% agree.
Yeah, with but to talk just by myself to the camera, that I feel like that could make me a lot sharper with my words.
That's
and
why
my thoughts and like how I want to be perceived on camera.
That's why I did a post earlier this year. It was just me. I literally was just talking into the camera.
Oh,
just explaining
stinky
like
people.
No. But yeah, and that one too. But I was talking more like, just talking about what my expectations for 2025 is.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah. And then like you also said too, I also had the one where I was like, talking the PSA skit, not skit, but
And that's the last time you posted a short, Ron.
No, but I mean,
you don't feel like you're doing it anymore? Or?
No, it is a lot of work, and that's another thing, man. You really don't understand like how much work it takes to put these shorts, put this podcast out, like the work behind it, and when you're learning it from scratch. It ain't like, it ain't like I can just, tell you like, oh yeah, you want our likes, comment, and subscribe button right here. You want the whatchamacallit button over there.
I want a UFO floating right here.
Yeah, exactly. You want a UFO? I could put a UFO.
The Independence Day with it.
That's what I'm saying. I can do all that. I can put all of that right here, and we gonna see it in the skit and still. Hell, I could put it in the damn whatchamacallit right now.
But I'm sorry, people. I thought I was gonna have more fun. I had big plans for this, but we're getting a little delay because of the crypto market. But I had plans of doing a green screen, of doing like Lake Tahoe podcasts, or just some wild ass stuff.
Yeah, honestly, but
that's
But it just takes. It's so much time consuming. Like
yeah.
Dog, you seen I almost lost my relationship because I was putting so much time into learning how to do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of time. If you got the time on your hands, you can learn it. You can learn it. Because that's what I did. But like I said, I literally almost lost my relationship.
I want to learn how to do shorts.
Bro, there ain't nothing to it. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
You get the app. You get an app, you get CapCut or something like that, and CapCut is the easiest one. That is literally the easiest one. There's other whatchamacallits out there that is a lot more intricate and like I'm saying intricate, but like
I want to know how they take other people's footage without not getting copyrighted. That's one thing I do want to know.
Certain amount of time.
Oh, did you hear about that copyright situation? Joyner Lucas.
Who? Joyner?
Yeah, Joyner Lucas.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it
DJ Vlad?
Yeah, Vlad. Yeah. DJ Vlad.
So I guess I at first I was like, man, fuck DJ Vlad, but then I heard no.
What was the footage?
But yeah, let me tell you the whole story. So basically, he had Joyner
Lucas.
Song's fire with Eminem.
Joyner
I love that. But he also has a good song. I heard about that song before Eminem because my brother put me onto him. He had a song.
Joyner Lucas is a legend.
Where
He's a dope.
He rapped about like this kid in Detroit that got
Ross
shot.
Carpacini.
Yeah, got shot. And his gang initiation was to shoot the kid.
He rapped
and he
from
thought he
both
was
versions.
dead. Yeah, but he did the video first, and then he sung the song. So, like, I did appreciate that.
He rapped it from both. He rapped it from the actual shooter aspect, and from Ross's aspect.
So there was that makes sense later, but I'll explain that whole situation later. But so basically, he had beef with this London rapper named Skepta. Okay. I don't know if you ever heard that song with A$AP Rocky, but I'll send it to you. Skepta's good. I like, dude. I actually like the London rappers scene.
So like drill rap or something.
Yeah, okay. I can't do a London accent to save my life.
So please don't.
But so basically, he had beef, and then Ari Spears and DJ Vlad, they don't have a podcast together, but they do a lot of interviews together.
Yeah.
And I guess. Anytime you film on, he's got all the paperwork before you even start filming.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So that's his content, and it's licensed. It's his licensed content.
Which makes sense.
So basically, Joyner Lucas put on Twitter about like Ari Spears, because Ari Spears, he's like, man, fuck these London rappers, and then he started doing the London accent. So he played that clip, and then DJ Vlad said, you got three different options: take it down,
Yep, I remember.
or do an interview with me, or pay me. And then he said his manager, and Junior Lucas told his manager, he said,
dick.
"Go suck my dick." And then DJ Vlad got pissed off. But he ended up talking about this situation, and I see where DJ Vlad was coming. He was like, "This is my life work." So I respect, Junior Lucas. Like, he's still a cool cat, but he was throwing little cheap chats, and he was just like, I guess this guy named Whack 100, which is the game's manager.
Yeah.
He was saying that, he's like he's not good for the culture, and because I guess they're mutual friends. Whack 100 is kind of cool with the manager of Junior Lucas, and he was like, "Nah, he's not good for the culture. Fuck him. Take it down." He's like, "I'm not gonna take it down," but eventually he had to take it down because the lawyers got involved. And I see where DJ Vlad's coming from in that aspect. Like, if you're doing this for a living, you're basically stealing from me.
So was it like, did he retweet it or did he?
Yeah, he retweeted that clip of Ari Spears doing the London rap, like why London rappers are so, and then he goes into a London accent of yeah.
But that's not a copyright infringement though.
Yeah, because he didn't put DJ Vlad. He blurred out the DJ Vlad.
Oh, he blurred it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what DJ Vlad was really pissed about.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you took my content.
Okay.
And you fucking you blurred out
you blurred out what it actually is. This is DJ Vlad's whatchamacallit interview. Okay, now that's copyright infringement. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
because I'm like, there ain't nothing wrong with that because millions of people do the same shit.
Yeah, but they leave the DJ Vlad
exactly.
TV.
We're just literally retweeting it. You had to go and edit that out.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, yeah.
I mean, he's gonna find out, man.
That's basically like try us. We coming at y'all.
Yeah.
Not really.
So I guess the case is that. But then DJ Vlad kind of got slick. He was like, I haven't heard a song from him since Eminem. And then, he's hating on him a little bit. And he was like, even if he wants to come back, he can't come back. But, you see how DJ Vlad acts like when he doesn't get his way.
Yeah,
like, I like him in a business aspect. I still think he's kind of corny.
Yeah, he's
and I actually talked about that on the very first episode, before the first episode. Like, I was like, man, I think it's corny. Like how these white dudes like Gary Owens and DJ like, oh, I only have sex with black girls, that's it. I mean, me, I don't care. I like them all. I like Ethiopian women. I like Lebanese. I like Armenian. I like Filipino women. I like mixed women. I like them all. A little flavor. But I'm not going to be like, yo, I just like black chicks. But, I'm not scared. And but it's just like, dude, I was just over the gimmick, basically. It had nothing to do with DJ Vlad or Gary Owens. It's just like, dude, I mean, how long are we gonna do this? I was like, Gary Owens, you're 50 years old, bro. Like, okay, we get it. You like black girls, all right? Can we move on to different jokes now? But I know he's gonna fry my ass up. He's a comedian, but I don't give a fuck. But actually, it'd be good publicity for us if he said something.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I saw where DJ Vlad was coming from, the copyright. You got to protect your stuff. You got to protect your empire. Yeah. And I don't see anything wrong with it.
No, that part.
You gave him plenty of opportunities, but Junior Lucas, I ain't got no problem with Junior Lucas either. I think he's very talented. He's a very talented artist, but
shit. Now I don't blame Junior Lucas at the same time. It's just Vlad caught wind of it. He pretty much just caught wind of it. Your name is too big to not catch.
But anytime you do an interview with him,
we can get away with that shit.
Anytime you do an interview with him,
you're gonna catch.
That's his content.
Yeah, of course.
That's what he's paying you for, to use your. Unless you negotiate something and the video might do 3 million, it might do 200 views.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
I mean, you gotta give the man credit. I mean, he does this thing.
But that's what, like, in anybody's stuff like that, it ain't the same for like up and coming guys for us. Technically. But for him, yeah, they got lawyers involved and all kinds of stuff. They got copyrights and stuff. Yeah, no, for us it ain't quite the same yet. We ain't there.
That's where
yet.
I also felt where he was coming from when he said, "This is my life's work," because he put everything on the line. You know, so.
Oh yeah.
DJ Vlad.
Fucking.
He actually almost has the same last name as me too. His last name comes from Ukraine too.
He's a
Or Ukraine. Yeah. Well, KY. It's like a KY. But yeah.
Shit, that got me. It was something that you said earlier. I think it was going into like how America only wants. I know this is getting a little bit off, but we're on to the next thing. But how America wants to bring in all the Chinese children. And what
let me get back to that. So Donald Trump, I love when these reporters check him too. You could just see him lying. So basically, let's just be honest with you. The Chinese kids and the Indian kids are very ambitious. They grew up in strict childhood where like the American kids are fucking around trying to be fucking TikTokers or YouTubers or like, you know, influencers or just basically making money the easy
especially
way.
Nowadays.
But
crazy.
These Indian kids are so disciplined and the Chinese kids are so disciplined. The tech companies know this. So the colleges are in cahoots with the tech companies. So they don't want the American kids. Because they know that if they get an Indian kid or they get a Chinese kid, that you know they're going to be super disciplined. They're going to show up to work. They're going to take their education very seriously, and you know that's just how they're raised and how they're programmed. Which I do like the free spirit aspect. If with the raising kids, I would like the kids to be, have dreams and this, but we do need to be more disciplined as a childhood. You know, some of those Japanese baseball players, man, they're playing fucking baseball for 8 months straight. They go to school year round. They're super disciplined. I'll tell you a story. When I did ramp service and I flew to Thailand and I had a layover in, this was when I was 20 years old. I had a layover in Narita Airport. Man, you should see the ramp service. They're throwing the bags on the airplane like this, but it's all about respect. And Japanese have the lowest homeless rate. They only have like 2% of the population is homeless because if you're homeless, everything's about honor. And I'm sure it's like that in the Chinese culture and then Indian, but you represent your last name. Oh, yeah. So basically what I was talking about the ramp service is that they were all wearing hard hats. They were all moving in unison and they were like lifting the bags just like, with respect. But
no, you always see them like them TikToks where it says Japan and China is we're living in 2025. Japan and China is living in 2100 and 2100 and shit like that. Yeah. Because of what's going on out there and how they're moving. But like you said, they're so unison with their work and so militant with their style of work that from a young age.
It makes sense for a corporation that's who you want. Because
why you think they always say they want the military?
The Indian kid out of college is going to handle business.
And why you think they always say they love military folks and stuff like that?
Think about where those Indian and Chinese kids come from. They're coming from the most populated, and I'm not. I would love to go to China and India and see the wilderness part. But I actually have a friend from Queens that used to buy knockoff stuff in China. And he would tell me about how dirty it is. Those warehouses are just dirty. It stinks. But, think about like when you come from that where you don't have any opportunity, you're going for blood when you come to America because there's nothing. There's no B plan. This is the plan.
Exactly.
So that's why they're so successful in college.
Plan B is
because
to
they're
make
way
plan
more
A
disciplined
work.
than us in America.
It's like when you see a younger kid that has their mind made up, like, yo, I'm gonna make it to league, or I'm going to make it in whatever field I'm going to make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust my ass. Fuck going out to the clubs, fuck entertaining anybody that's not, if it ain't work making this plan A work, scrap it. I don't need it. Cause it ain't gonna do nothing for plan A. If it does nothing for plan A, then it's not doing nothing for me.
But back to the reporter, but what she was getting at, you say, oh, you want all the illegal immigrants out there, and you want like all the foreigners, but you only want the people that benefit. You know, like you want the Indian kids, and then to advance all this AI technology, and the Chinese kids to advance all this AI stuff, and you don't want the American kids because you're like, oh, they're fucking lazy. And you know, it's true, but that's how business works, is that, you know, you find the best person for the job. And right now, these Chinese kids coming out of college are the answer. So I actually, in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I lived in an apartment, I lived in an all Indian like neighborhood, and it was all like computer programmers, bro. Like, you know, they really like they handle business in that aspect. They can be cheap sometimes when you ask them to pay for plumbing,
I think this is leading to. This is the beginning of what's leading into a new world order, a one world government type, one world government, new world order. They're trying to restructure the world and drop all of it, turned into one currency, the US, I mean not the US, but the international currency and whatnot. Just one currency, one world order. And all this other stuff they're trying to, that's why they keep bringing in Chinese and the Indians and stuff, the Indian kids and stuff, young kids, to build up the AI. What is the AI going to do? It's going to take over the world. And if the Chinese and the Indians and stuff is already building up that to take over the world, what is that going to do? That has their stamp on our US stuff. It's going to have the stamp on all the other stuff overseas, the European stuff. It's going to have the stamp on the Asian stuff. It's going to have the stuff on the Indian. It's going to have the stuff on our stuff. And all that is to build one currency, one government, one world, one new, just Google this stuff, man. One new world order for this world. And that's what I'm telling you, man. That's why I always say, that's why I say it, man. This AI is the very beginning of it. 10 years, we're going to be living on the rocks.
It's the devil.
10 years, I'm telling you, you're either going to put that chip in your fucking head, or your ass gonna go underneath the dirt.
Not to be random, man. Look, the bottle's defected.
I do see a little.
Yeah, hump. Yours is round and mine's got a little dent in it.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What's gonna happen in these next 5, 6, 7, 10 years? Yeah, it could take longer, but I don't think it's gonna take longer than that. I think it's going to be about that 10 to 15 year range when it's going to be like, all right, motherfucker, we're going to have to put this damn chip in your head. If you ain't with putting the chip in your head, then if you ain't conforming with us, then you making your choice to go underground. I'm telling you, bro. Why you think they starting this shit now? They got temples over across in the Middle East right now that they're trying to turn into the capital city of the world. And shit, I think it was.
Another thing is they're voting on the Epstein list, but they're probably gonna drag that out longer.
Oh, man, I'm so not saying that I'm over the Epstein list, but I'm of that nature. It's like, bro, that list ain't coming out.
It might.
It ain't gonna come out.
It came real close.
Yeah. It's gonna always come close. It's gonna always come close. If it comes out, it ain't gonna be when Donald Trump's in office. Tell you that right now. What? If that thing come out right now, there ain't no way. I know it's coming. I know they re-voting on it. So it's around the corner.
Apparently they're one vote away.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's gonna be one long, dragged out vote Because they gonna tell us what Donald Trump was doing. They gonna tell us that Donald Trump had underage women in his whatchamacallit, allegedly. They gonna tell us that Bill Clinton was up in that motherfucker too. They gonna tell us that we got U.S. attorney generals on that motherfucker right now. That can just ruin that U.S. attorney generals right now on that damn list. That can ruin everything. Hell no.
You know the FBI director.
That would restructure.
You know the FBI director Patel.
Yeah.
He's not even married. He's dating a woman from Israel. And anybody that says that she's part of Mossad, which is like the the group that kills people, like in Dubai or like
he gonna use his power.
They'll put the bombs.
He gonna flex his muscle.
Yeah, but anybody that
put
talks
you up
bad about
top of the
his
list.
girlfriend, that he sues them. So he puts the cease and assist on them.
So he gonna put you at the top of the list.
Who, Patel?
Yeah, if you talk about his girl.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. And fuck you too, Patel. You switched up. At first, he was all about bringing the list out, but then now you're in office and you're being compromised.
Yeah, of course. You
fake ass motherfucker.
And that's what happens, man. When you get put in those power, when you go looking for that power to get put up there on them upper echelons, if you didn't build it yourself,
as sad as it
if
sounds,
you're trying to go into somebody else's world and somebody else's echelon, you got to play by their rules.
Everybody's got a price.
Unless you build it yourself.
Right? Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price. Everybody got a number where they'll jump. They'll dance. So that's the problem. That dollar bill.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah.
What's your price? No, I'm joking.
I ain't got no price, bro. I've always said shit. I could ask my daddy. I'll live on my own before I'll move my girl out of the house if I have to before and live out elsewhere if I have to ask somebody that I don't fuck with for something to be able to play. No, I'm not like that.
Not a bad episode for not having any material before we got started.
A whole freestyle episode.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, y'all. Off the dome. Freestyling ability. You know what I mean? That's how we do. We flow together, man. Pause. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's just what we do.
What? No, don't. Not fucking rock.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have it. So obviously we're not filming next week. I'm gonna have it.
No, we can still film next week.
No, I'm working.
Okay. You're working next week.
We'll see how busy it is.
All right, yeah. So we'll see. Just
if
keep
I get home at a decent time, maybe we can.
Yeah. Just give me a heads up there.
But I think I'm gonna do some investigation journalism.
Okay, let me know. Keep me posted.
We're gonna see how I'm gonna infiltrate the. I know I sound like a double agent. I'm gonna infiltrate these the swinger atmosphere. I'm gonna go the flannel night at Secrets.
Not this flannel. Not this flannel. Please don't get this.
I just want to see. Wait a minute. I just want to see what goes on in there. And what are the secrets and secrets?
Well, then you can't come back here talking about secrets and secrets.
Nah, I will. I'm a double agent. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Shit. Well, all right. Then you heard it from Austino, man. He probably gonna give us some little tea on secrets. Give us some secrets from secrets.
Yeah.
Y'all know what that means. And stay tuned. Episode 27.
It's 28.
No, what I'm saying today is episode 27. But yeah, stay tuned for episode 28.
Okay.
You know.
My bad.